Here's a problem. I love a dyno, but I'm not good at them. There's a dyno at the gym now set up. It's a very traversy, long dyno that I think has a bit of a lâché in it. And a lâché is something that I am definitely not good at. And I would try to describe, but I would fail doing that. And I also won't be able to show video of me doing it to help highlight what it is because I can't do it. So I'd be showing you something that is way wrong. There's nothing quite like the feeling of landing a dynamic movement on the rock wall. You think for a split second as you're kind of sort of in midair or feel like you're in midair that you're not going to make it. And then when you do, you grab onto the final hold and your body stays not on the ground. It's exhilarating. It really is. It's the closest I think that I would come to flying. And I wonder if flying insects have that same kind of exhilaration when they're walking. Because, you know, flying is pretty normal for them. When they're walking, is their mind blown? Is that like a sport for them?
He could go all the way.
So today we're gonna try to get this lâché traversy dyno thing. Wish me luck. Did much better than I thought I was going to do. I was actually able to not only touch the white part of the big volume to the right, but I actually was able to touch my foot to the black pyramid volume, which is a key component to this dyno. And also I was able to put my fingers around the other side of the white volume. So overall, very, very happy. And I think I might actually be able to send this thing. So we'll give it another try, probably very soon, probably tomorrow. Oh, Caleb, you beautiful young idiot. It wouldn't be tomorrow. In fact, it's been several days and I have not been back to the gym. Why? Because I tested positive for COVID. Shortly after this video, the next day, in fact, when I was preparing to go to the gym, I started feeling a little weird, feeling a little sick. So I took a test. It was negative. But at that time, I was like, I don't still feel good, so I don't want to go to the gym. The next day, I took another test, and that one was positive. So I have not been able to go back to the gym since then. In fact, today is the first day I've been able to even get out of bed. It's been tough. It's been tough. This is the longest period of time that I've gone since February of 2023 not going to the gym. I've never gone more than 4 days in a row without going to the gym. So this feels really awkward. This feels really weird. I don't like it. I can't wait to get back into the gym. And I have a little bit of a fear that that dyno might be going away only because it takes up such a large amount of wall real estate. Normally in that gym, problems do stay up for quite a while, a couple of months at least. But this one takes up a lot of wall real estate. So even as I'm speaking right now, the problem could already be gone. I hope not. But what I can do until about August 20th-ish or so, when I will be 10 days symptom-free, pending a passing test. What I can do until then, at least, is maybe look at some of the footage and see if I can't figure out what it is that I need to do better once I get back on the wall. So that's what I'm going to do Now, thankfully, my problems are many and obvious. You can see that my first problem here, I think, is when I go to my backswing, I'm actually not swinging nearly as high and as far back as I thought I was. I would like to be a little bit more, I don't want to say completely horizontal. No, that'd be crazy, horizontal. These holds up here at the top aren't really good enough to be horizontal holds. So actually, maybe my backswing is fine. That's probably fine. The bigger problem is that when I put my foot down, while I am putting it down first past this corner, which I think is going to be really important, if I were to put it earlier than the edge or that corner, there's no way I would be able to, it would stop my momentum quite a bit from getting my right foot over here to this volume. But I feel like I am still putting it down too early. I think what I need to do is keep my feet up a little bit and almost do like a kip or a lache kind of move to get my feet maybe to land closer to the center of the volume rather than at the beginning of the corner here area. The center of this second half, I guess. So I put that down. The second big problem, I think actually some of this is pretty good. I'm reaching my foot out first to that foothold. I think that's good. The placement of my foot there, if I have the luxury of time, what I'll probably need to do is actually turn my knee a little bit in toward the wall rather than have my knee pointing straight up. And the reason why that'll be helpful is because, as you'll see, you can already see it. As I'm reaching out to grab this edge, I'm already falling away from the wall. You can see that I'm falling away from the wall. And that falling away from the wall right there is the death of this entire sequence. You can see that I'm actually touching the volume, and so that's good. My foot's on the volume, on this volume, that's good. Both those things are good, but those only work if my butt is closer to the wall. So I do need to stay closer to the wall, which can be helped if I turn my knee in toward the wall so that I can actually use this volume a little bit to maintain tension and keep myself close to the wall. The other thing is that when I actually release off of this hold, I need to actually swing into the wall as well. And I don't. I'm swinging extremely laterally. In fact, I'm swinging a little bit out because this foothold is a little bit out, so I'm aiming kind of away from the yellow wall, which that's just naturally going to happen, just the way that I'm aiming. But I shouldn't do that. So actually, maybe what I should do is, instead of doing just a backswing here, is I should actually kick off with my left foot a little bit on the gray wall, so that I'm doing more of a round circle kind of move, and then coming in toward the wall a little bit. So that could actually help out quite a bit too. So yeah, that's the big areas of opportunity, I think. Because honestly, this shot right here, I feel good about it. Psych! Turns out I was operating under ancient 2021 CDC guidelines, and I don't have to isolate for 10 days. I have tested negative. I reread, well, I guess read kind of for the first time, although reread, I guess, since I did read them back in 2021. Anyway, the point being, I read the CDC guidelines and I don't need to isolate for 10 days. And in fact, I have met the guidelines to be able to return back to places where people are, which is what I'm going to do right now. My only hope now is that the Dyno in question is still there. And also I hope that I will be able to perform at all. As I said in an earlier segment, this is the longest break I've taken since February 2023, which is when I started climbing. So ever since I started climbing, I have not taken more than a 3-day break, probably, as the longest. So I'm a little worried, but I'm also quite excited. So I'll see you there. All right, here it is, the moment of truth. Oh. Oh. I'm legitimately bummed. Well, we'll do other stuff, I guess. Well, crap. This is legitimately one of the, if not the only time I've been disappointed to return to the gym to find that a problem I had been projecting was no longer there. Often I'm a pretty optimistic type of person and I see things silver lining, or I just try to make a joke out of things. And when this has happened in the past, when one of the problems I've been working on had been taken down mid-project, I kind of just laugh and say, well, now it's out of my hands that I wasn't able to solve it. You know, now it's, I was going to, but I can't now. So I sort of deflect and sarcastically claim braggadocio when I really, I probably wasn't able to solve those things anyway. The point being, this time I'm actually legitimately saddened. But I did learn when talking with one of the other climbers there that apparently they had taken down that problem the next day from when I was recording. So even if I missed just one day, I wouldn't have been able to get it. And also, had I gone the next day, that would have been the only time I would have been able to continue trying to get it. So yeah, it's possible that I could have gotten it. It's also very possible that I couldn't have, because one more day of projecting probably would not have been enough to solve it. So instead, I finished out the session with just some normal climbs. So what's the lesson to be taken from here? Don't get sick, I guess. And don't get hit by cars. I should be paying attention to where I'm walking. Bye.